After overseeing more than 10,000 apparel projects, I've identified exactly what is going to work for summer 2025. What I talk about in this video is how I've helped thousands of gym owners run successful summer merch drops, all without spending a dime in upfront capital. The gyms having the most success in 2025 are the ones who are following our pre-order model for apparel. And look, I know many gyms are in this spot where I always like to start a call and say, how much inventory do you have right now with t-shirts and merch? And some will be like, I still have like 30 shirts left from the order 5 years ago. That's not a great place to be in. And what I really want to show you is why you're losing so much money on apparel right now. It really has to do with inventory, keeping the stuff in stock from 5 years ago. It just signals to people that it's not valuable. It's been sitting around a little too long. The inventory is stale. And ask any business owner who runs some type of physical goods company, stale inventory will absolutely eat up your margins and burn a hole in your pocket. So I'm going to show you how you can fix that forever. But really, I would recommend for the summer especially a pre-order. Now, if you don't know what a pre-order is, basically you don't have to buy any inventory up front. You're just going to build in an order window and say something like, hey everyone, we have our summer 2025 merch drop available right now. The deadline is Friday at 11:59 p.m. I'm not ordering any extras. Now is the time to make a purchase because this is the last time we're offering merch until the fall. So no more tees and tanks, no more tees and crops. This is the last time we're doing it for the year. So if you want a tee, you want a crop, you want a tank, put it in now. This is the last time we're doing it. I have sizing samples at the front desk. If you have any questions about ordering, please let me know. That's a quick overview of it. But if you notice, there's a couple things I'm building in there. One, an order window. So there's a tight deadline. Hey, the deadline's Friday at 11:59 p.m., not 6 weeks from now. And it does build urgency because people are going to be like, if this is going to be the last time I can order a tee or tank, I should probably get it in. But we really want to keep that order window as short as possible. 5 to 7 days is all you really need. Sometimes I'll work with a gym owner and they'll be like, keep it open till the end of the month, and it's like May 1st. I don't recommend that at all. The reason being is that if you keep that pre-order window open way too long, it just builds in time for you to not promote the order. And look, t-shirts, you don't need to run a decision matrix to make a decision whether or not you want to buy a new t-shirt. It's really just like, hell yeah, I'm in, hell no, I'm out. That's it, you move on from it. But like I said, we really want to leverage that urgency and we really want to eliminate all financial risk and inventory guesswork. Now, look, if you have put in those orders where it's give me 10 of each size, you know you've been left over with sizes you don't need and you're way sold out of items that you do need, like small crops or large tees. And really, we want to cut down on this financial risk because all those items left over in weird sizes like extra small and 2XL, you're just never going to get rid of them, unfortunately. You're kind of stuck with them because those sizes are pretty rare in today's fitness environment. So when you get stuck with weird sizes, there's no good way to fix that. And like I said, at least if we know what the pre-order looks like, okay, we had 15 larges in the order, 12 mediums and 10 XLs. Those are your main sizes you should be ordering inventory in. Yeah, you might guess wrong once in a while, like you didn't buy any 3XLs or 5XL tees, but you really don't need, someone who's a weird size really needs to pre-order apparel. And those folks tend to understand this. Now, when I say the word pre-order, most gym owners get a little nervous about it because they're like, look, this sounds like a lot of administrative work and I just don't have time for administrative work right now. I got 1,000 other things going on. But really, when you work with us, we're gonna set up a simple professional pre-order system that handles all the payments for you, handles all the administrative work for you. All you need to do is simply market and share the link and we will handle the rest. So real quick, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about this system and how we could implement it in your gym, just click the first link in the description. You'll book a call with me personally. I'm happy to walk you through that whole system and how we could really make this hands-off for you. But really, one other thing I want to talk about with the pre-order, and it's really important, it's super overlooked, but properly pricing your items for maximum profit. When it comes to apparel, you only get 4 to 6 times a year to really charge what you're worth on this. And whenever I talk to a new client, I'll say, what are you selling merch right now for? And they'll say something like 20 to 25 bucks. Look, I understand at one point in time, that was like the going rate for t-shirts, but that was like 10 or 15 years ago. Today, every gym should be charging at least $27. And that's on the cheap side right now. I would say 30 to be safe and 32 to truly be within, I would say, what's acceptable market conditions right now. And you might be saying, I would never pay $30 for a t-shirt. That's okay. You might not, but someone who is paying 100 to 350 bucks a month for fitness, that's nothing to them. And they totally expect to pay that. And really, this is one of the these attitudes that really just, it's like a disease in the gym owner industry, unfortunately, where they say like, I would never buy something like that. You might not, but the premium people that you do sell to, they absolutely would. Or my people are cheap. They'll never buy t-shirts for 30 bucks. And the one thing I always say to everyone is, how do you know? I just know. You don't just know. You're just guessing. And really, you need to run these experiments to sort of see where is the top end range for t-shirts in your gym. I think you're going to be surprised once you do these experiments to see that people will gladly pay 30 bucks. They'll pay 32 bucks. Like I said, the people you're working with and the people that I serve, gym owners who serve to a more premium clientele, people, like I said, who are paying 100 to 350 bucks a month for fitness, they have a ton of discretionary income and they're not cheap. I hate to tell gym owners this. They think their members are super cheap and budget conscious. They're not. They're spending a lot of money on fitness. There's much cheaper places to get fitness these days, and they're just looking for a way to support you. You know, they're not looking for a deal. They're not looking for a discount. They just want to buy a shirt to rep where they're working out. And that's what people expect in a premium fitness facility today. But again, if you don't have time to set up a pre-order, if you don't have time to go back and forth and think about the pricing stuff, you can just book a call with me and I'm going to help set this all up for you. Just click the first link in the description. We'll jump on a quick call and we'll see if we'll be a good fit for you. The call only takes 5 to 8 minutes. I'll walk you through our whole process and show you how we can set this up all for you, super hands off, and just take a lot of this guesswork off your plate. Now, one thing about the design for the summer, you know, if you were one of those gyms who got away with black logo, blue tee, black logo, turquoise tee, black logo, pink tee, those days are over. If you've run those orders 6 times in a row, you might be one of these gyms who's like, I used to sell 150 of these and now today I only sell 25. What gives? I know what's going on right now. You're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. You can get away with that for a couple orders. Can't get away with it forever. So one thing I recommend is switching up the design. We are not just going to do black t-shirt summer design, black crop summer design. We're going to do some seasonal themes and give people something different to consider for this order. And you might be saying like, I don't know, my people just like classic stuff. I'm going to tell you right now that every gym will benefit from a summer project because it gives you an opportunity to throw people a curveball design-wise, something truly different and unique. And summer's really the only season you get that opportunity. So take advantage of it. Brighter colors, tank tops, different geographical things that you could leverage into the design. The possibilities are endless for this. And if you don't have a good idea on what this looks like, just like I said, book a call in the link in the description. I have 39 unique ideas for you to check out. I've helped thousands of gym owners with their summer apparel projects, and I guarantee I could show you something that's going to be a little bit different than what you've done in the past. Last thing I want you to really dial in for your summer 2025 merch drop is marketing. And really, when it comes to marketing, this is the piece where most gym owners drop the ball. But I'm going to show you just 3 quick things you can do to ensure that, again, your marketing is super dialed in. You don't have to think about it. It hits all the communication channels, and it's really the big rocks in the jar that really get you the sales you want to see. The first one is have a physical sample in your gym, and it doesn't even need to be printed. Just the sample of the t-shirt, the tank, the crop, so people could touch, feel, and try things on. People are actually 70% more likely to buy when you just have these items available to touch, feel, try things on. The biggest issue in e-commerce today is returns. Size charts are esoteric. They're hard to understand. They're really just confusing in general. But when you have the samples there, it eliminates any risk on your members' end and any hesitation because they know how things fit and feel. There's no guesswork, and it will really show in the sales. This is something that no other companies in the gym owner space do for free. You either have to buy them or you can get them, but then you have to pay to ship them back. And it's really gross to print on someone else's worn, sweaty t-shirt that 15 other people tried on, or you have to go buy them yourself. You have to go on Amazon and try and find them yourself. So really, we send this for free. There's no cost to you out of pocket for this. This is something we spend like $100,000 a year in doing because I believe in it. I just want to build trust between you and I, you and the members. And again, the data shows that it works when you actually leave the samples out the front desk. Don't throw them in the back of your car and drive around with them for 6 months. Put them at the front desk, tell people they exist. But really, I have a marketing system that I only include for our paying clients. And we are the only merch company for gym owners that provides a proven marketing system. And we're going to ensure that you hit all the marketing channels, not just social media. And look, social media is great for the exterior of your business. New members or prospective members want to check it out, see what you guys look like, what you guys are doing, what the community looks like. All that stuff is great. But when it comes to social media, it's not great for merch. Without a doubt, the number one thing I see is a gym owner has a really small pre-order. I'll ask, what did you do for marketing? And they'll be like, we made a story on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we made a post on Tuesday. And I'm like, did you just market it on Instagram and Facebook? And they're like, yeah. This is the problem. Believe it or not, I also have a business social media account. I know what those stats look like. They're not great, okay? Your post, it got 2 likes. Your story views, you got 30, and the time spent on the stories was less than a half a second. So look, I know we think that social media is the cure-all for marketing. It's really not. In this guide that I have for our paying clients, you're gonna see this all-encompassing marketing plan that hits every single internal channel that you have and helps you structure things with an easy-to-follow checklist. It's very delegatable. It's very action-focused and oriented, so you can actually get it up and running after just reading it for 5 minutes. Now, if you don't pay attention to anything I just said, I want you to do this one thing for me. Your next merch order, announce it before and after class. And I don't understand why gym owners don't do this, but no one does this. But when they do, sales will skyrocket. So you need to kind of get over yourself, and the awkwardness and the repetition of it, just repeating this over and over again will definitely drive a gym owner nuts. But you just have to tell yourself and your staff, I will announce this before and after class, and emphasize this is a limited time window. So like, here's 2 examples of this. If you just say summer merch drop available, why do I need to buy this right now? Where's the urgency? Why can't I buy this in 2 months when I make up my mind? Now, if you say, hey everyone, just a quick heads up, we do have summer merch available. It's only available until this Friday. I have sizing samples at the front desk. This is the last time we're doing merch orders for the summer. No more tees and tanks from here on out. We're doing long sleeves and hoodies in the fall and the winter. So again, if you want something, please go to this link. I'll have a QR code to scan at the end of class. I'll remind you guys before you leave as well. You'll make a crazy amount of sales if you make the announcements before and after class. So when you implement these strategies, you can expect to see a higher engagement from your members, increase order values, and a significant boost to your bottom line, all without spending a dime up front. But here's the thing, even with all this information, creating, marketing, and fulfilling, a successful apparel drop takes time and expertise that most gym owners simply don't have. You're busy coaching classes, managing staff, and growing your membership base. The last thing you need to do is stressing out about artwork approvals, sizing samples, and chasing down pre-orders. That's exactly why we created Forever Fierce, to handle this entire process for you. From design to delivery, we take care of the artwork, samples, pre-order setup, and fulfillment, all with no upfront costs or hidden fees. We actually have a performance model here, so that means we only get paid when you sell shirts. It's a risk we take because we believe in our designs, our process, and our experience to help you maximize sales. We've already implemented these systems with hundreds of gyms this quarter alone. So if you don't want to miss out on this opportunity that only the summer season provides without any of the headache, click the link in the description to schedule a call with us. We'll walk you through our proven process and show you how easy it can be to run a profitable apparel program with 0 money out of pocket. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.